And I ain't saying no homo. Ain't shit about me ever been homo. You think I'm sweet? We can go toe to toe, yo. I'm the Lord of the Rings. Niggas call me.
Yo, what up, though? This is your boy CB back at it again with another episode for Kick in the New Year. Alright, y'all. So, I'm late with this episode, but the reason being, it's been very difficult trying to, get here to do this between the weather. I just been all over the place trying to make sure, we're staying prepared and staying safe, what I'm saying, out here. But as y'all know, we talked about three movies already. Showdown, Fist of Legend, and Blood and Bone. So today we're gonna be discussing something that, I'm pretty sure most of y'all have seen. And I'm gonna say this now. It is way better than the 94 movie. And that, my friends, is Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. So, um, with this movie right here, right? The first time I seen this movie, I was really excited for it. You know what I mean? Because the guys who played Ryu and Ken, they were on point. They were on point. Like they were really on point. They looked like the characters. You know what I'm saying? And this movie is really about Ryu and Ken's origin story. You know what I'm saying? Before they go on their own paths, and they're still training with Master Goken. And the thing that I like about this movie the most is not even really their backstory, which yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying? Love that part of the film. But the thing that I really was drawn into while watching this was the flashbacks with Goki and Goken and Gotetsu. You know what I'm saying? That part right there, they whoever like when they made this movie, I felt like they put it was a very ambitious film. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have just stuck to Ryu and Ken's story and left Goken and Akuma's whole side story out of it, but they didn't. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was very fascinating on how Goki became Akuma. But the choreography in this movie, the martial arts were pretty damn good. Now the scene where Ken's dad mailed them a copy of Mega Man 2, I felt like that was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Like that was pretty dope. You got a Capcom game inside of a film based off of a game made by Capcom. Thought it was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you watch this movie for the first time, you would not be bored. You know what I mean? Now going back watching it maybe 2 or 3 times over, I'm not gonna say you're gonna be bored, but you might not sit through it, through it the whole time because you know what happened in the movie. It is kind of long. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought this was like a YouTube film. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it is a fan made film. But like I said, man, how do you have a fan made film that's way better than the original movie from 1994? Now it's on par with the 1994 animated movie now. Don't get me wrong on that. You know what I'm saying? But this movie was better than the 94 live action movie. It was better than The Legend of Chung Li. You know what I mean? And it's like with this new Street Fighter film coming this year, I'm I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it because I feel like when it comes to movies based off of fighting games, they still hadn't really got it right yet. I say the only movie that was somewhat accurate to its source material as far as the tournament aspect of it was Dead or Alive. Even though I thought that movie was kind of crap, I can't even front. I thought it was trash. You know what I mean? But it was still based on, the tournament aspect of the games. But again, Street Fighter's Assassin's Fist, I like how, and hold on, let me say this too. The special effect, the special effects when they were shooting the Hadoukens and all of that, yo, that hey, it was pretty good, man. Like it was pretty good. I want to look up and see later on probably and see what the budget was for this film. You know what I'm saying? Because I was really impressed with everything, man. You know what I mean? And the movie, it takes itself seriously at certain parts. You know what I mean? Um, Now they also do have the backstory, like the backstory of Ryu and Ken and how they first met. They threw that in there too. You know what I'm saying? Now Ryu was just dropped off at that dojo. You know what I'm saying? At Goken's place when he looked like he was about maybe 3-4 years old. But then Ken came in the picture later. I think when Ryu was about 10, maybe 11, somewhere along those lines. But Ken came in as like a little stuck up asshole. You know what I mean? Like when he first got there, he was like a spoiled rich kid. But later on, you could tell that he absorbed the lessons and all of that. And sometimes you would think that you know what I'm saying, he was learning quicker than Ryu, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Because Ryu already had experience by the time Ken got there. But still, like Ken caught up with him too quickly. But there was also a part in this movie where Ken almost gave in to the Dark Hado. You know what I mean? But he didn't because he found this book that Goken had. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't the same things that Goken was teaching them. You know what I mean? This was like techniques that unlocked the Dark Hado. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I said, yo, Street Fighter's Assassin's Fist, yo. Oh man, if you haven't seen this movie, check it out. Please check it out. You can catch it, like I said, you can catch it on YouTube. It's still up there. It's about 2 hours and some change long, but it's worth every minute, man. And if I got to give this movie a score, I would definitely give this movie 8.5, 9 out of 10. It's that good. Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. Check it out. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is my review and the end of Kick In the New Year. So next month, well, this month now, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to get this review out before today. But like I said, man, it's been all kinds of stuff going on with the weather and everything. But so starting this month, this Wednesday, we're gonna be doing all black. That's gonna be the name of the movie, the movie reviews for this month. So we're gonna be talking about Black History films. You know what I mean? So make sure you're here, stay tuned, and I will talk to y'all later. All right? Peace.